My dad bought me a Schwinn bicycle. There were training wheels on it. We lived out in the country. And after a while, the training wheels came off and he gave me a shove. It's just classic, like you see in any commercial on television, the mom or the dad running along with the kid. That's pretty much it. Growing up, I was a member of Fountain Street Church, which is I guess you would call it a liberal church in Grand Rapids. And the minister there, Duncan Littlefair, did a whole series of sermons about dependence. The idea that in our culture, in the American culture, this whole idea of individualism is a big deal. And he's saying that the real essence of life is an understanding of your dependence on other things. It could be your family. It could be a dear friend. You're dependent on the roof over your head. Some people are dependent on God for their well-being, right? And I think that when I'm writing, my interaction with the world is one of dependence. Now, if I'm going downhill with the wind, I'm flying. And I recognize that, wait a minute, the reason I'm flying is because maybe I've had a good training couple of weeks, but I'm going downhill and the wind's at my back. I couldn't do that without the rest of the world. I mean, you see what I'm saying? It's the sense of dependence. Now, when I'm going uphill, the wind's in my face, I really suffer, and I really have to call on what's inside to get through that. What the bicycle does for me is that it keeps me honest in my understanding of my relationship to the rest of the world, and that is a relationship of dependence. I'm not an island. I'm related to everything. And it sounds a little silly, but it's that thing with two wheels that is being upright by the laws of physics is a sense where you're not doing this yourself. You're dependent on everything around you. Around 1990, I had been in Grand Rapids for a long time after my first teaching job out in Montana. After I'd come back to Grand Rapids, I met up with my college roommate, Ken Haraberta, who I had been riding with for, at that point, almost 20 years or 15 years. We would do this time trial every Tuesday night. And one day we got a call from a guy named Ray Lohner, who to this day is what we would consider the captain of Team V, which is this group of guys. He brought in 4 other guys, my friend Ken, Tom Jackson, Michael Brower, and a guy named Kevin Tyrell. And these were all men of a certain age, right? And we started racing, the 6 of us together. And when I'm running with the group, when I'm on someone's wheel and I'm doing 35% less effort, I'm not doing this on my own. That guy that's in the wind, who's suffering a little bit more than I am, is towing me in a way. It's like the draft is like a bungee cord, and you're in the draft. You know that in order for you to finish the ride and finish it in style, you're dependent on that guy. All right.
All right. Still both of them record enabled or no?
Just the one then. So cockpit.
The real on and off ones.
Yeah, the real on and off will be cockpit on, and the other one off,
Okay.
or unenabled.
All right, you ready to go?
I am.
Alrighty, and good.
All right, this is steady state 2, panning through trees. Okay, cut.